So what's the deal? Why are we not flying together?
I don't want to be a headline in the news. A couple from Chicago perished.
He's got that like dad.
He's got
way
that
about
dad way of like
Okay.
calming me down.
Well, his own wife won't even fly with him. Well, I'm not gonna go flying with him.
What's up, guys? My name's Steve. Or is it Ben? I'm a career firefighter and paramedic, accomplished nightclub DJ and producer, avid traveler, and man of 1,000 hobbies. That's me. That's me. And that's me. Oh, and I was also on TV for a while.
20. Steve, take over from me.
That's me right there. You're not here because of that. You're here because this is me. I've decided to work my way up from zero training to instrument-rated commercial pilot, and I'm taking you along on the journey with me. We may hit some turbulence along the way, but I'm okay with that. Welcome to my channel.
Roger, runway 16, clear to land.
Runway 16, clear for landing.
All right, guys, so here we are on a windy day on our rooftop. This is my wife, Jenna. So I've been a private pilot for a while now, and Jenna has still yet to fly with me. So we're just gonna talk to her about why she won't fly with me. And to give you a little background, this beautiful woman should not be scared of flying. Her dad was a 34-year Southwest captain. She's flown plenty in her life. Never in small planes, though, to be fair, right? You never went up with your dad?
No.
No?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No, never been in a small plane.
All right. So what's the deal? Why are we not flying together?
Because I don't like flying.
Yeah, but like, so what's your, like, do you have specific concerns? Is it just that it's small? Is it what?
Yeah, I think like I'm just already like a very anxious flyer. I don't know, it started like when I was in high school, and it's just continually gotten worse as I've become like an adult. And like I don't particularly even like getting on a commercial flight, but I'll get on a commercial flight because like I like to travel. So like I like the destination, and I know it's like a necessary thing. So but as a whole, flying is not my jam, and getting up in a small plane terrifies me even more. So
And see, I think small planes are actually less scary. She doesn't believe me. I keep saying if she gets up there, she's gonna realize like what not a big deal it is. I remember when I took my Discovery flight back in 2018, I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna feel about this. I've never been a super nervous flyer, but like, you know, it's tiny. You're in a tiny little box in the sky. I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna feel about this. And then when I got up there, I was surprised at how not a big deal it was at all. I think she would feel that way if we could get her up in the plane. Will anything change your opinion on this?
no, because I don't want to be a headline in the news that like a small plane outside of Chicago crashed and a couple from Chicago perished.
Is it to do with me and my experience level, or is
No.
it just as a whole? Like,
It's just as a whole.
like if your dad was current, he's not current right now.
Sure.
But if he was current, if he was like, Jenna, let's go flying, would you go flying with your dad?
I wouldn't want to, but I feel like his level of experience and the way my dad already knows that like I have a fear of flying, and I feel
I mean, so do I.
I understand that, but I feel like he does a really good job of like talking me off the ledge. Not saying that you
I was like,
saying that
I have tried.
no.
I've tried.
Not saying that you don't,
Okay.
but like in the way that like a parent
Okay,
can, like,
that's fair.
can
That's
like
fair.
relax like their child. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. Because I've never been put in that situation. He's never asked me to go flying in a small plane because he knows how scared of it I am.
Yeah, and to be fair, he hasn't flown a small plane in
years.
40 years or
yeah,
something.
exactly.
Like, it's been a long while.
Yeah, so like I've never been in that situation with him. Like I would be just as scared and just as nervous. Like I said, he might be able to talk me into it only for the fact of, like I said, because
He's got that like dad
he's got
way
that
about him.
dad way of like
Okay.
calming me down.
Got it.
So, but
By the way, guys, we're holding mics here. We're not just like both like weirdos. Like, it's just so windy up here. We're just trying to like block some of the wind. Well, that makes sense then. Is it a turbulence
No.
issue? It's
No.
not turbulence.
No, I'm not scared of turbulence.
What phase of flight like are you most nervous in? Like on a commercial flight?
I think it's like everything like leading up to the flight, and then that like initial like take off.
Okay.
And then being in the air for a little bit. Like I would say like after we've been in the air for like maybe like a half hour.
You do seem to calm down.
I do calm down.
Yeah.
It's just that like I think there's so much stress and so much anxiety like getting on the flight, and then like that lead up to then like we take off, and then I'm like still like gripping the seat, and it's
True.
not until we've been in the air for a little bit that I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, I think we're okay now.
And we do usually grab some cocktails before we board these flights to kind of calm her nerves.
Yeah.
So, okay, that's fair. That's fair. And you said absolutely not ever on night flying.
No, oh God, no, absolutely.
Why night? You can't see the ground. That's almost better, right?
No, because I don't want to plunge to my death in the dark.
Yeah, but there's like lights on there. I mean, you
I
can
understand
see,
that. No,
but
absolutely.
at least you're not seeing like scary terrain on the ground.
No,
No. All right.
uh-uh.
All right. Well, I keep trying to convince her we need to like steal a Xanax or something. I really think once you get up there, you're going to be like, this is nothing. Or maybe that's wishful thinking because I got into aviation wanting to share it. And so far, she has not come flying with me. The only one to come flying with me is my son, loves going flying. And then my mom has gone flying with me once. And that day we had an aviation emergency, but she still said she would come up again. It was nothing related to me. You can see the video on my channel. It ended up being nothing. But so to be clear, for our friends even, this is not related to my experience level.
No.
Okay.
No, it has
Because
nothing.
I mean, like my number one thing as a pilot is to know as much as I can and understand aviation as much as I can, and to be as safe as I can. And I hope by now you would know that I'm constantly watching Pilot Debrief and looking at why planes crash and just trying to be as safe as I can. I just put out a video about how I do checklists every single time, and I say them out loud even when I'm by myself. Yeah, and that's just a safety thing because number one thing is safety. And you've even seen me cancel flights that probably would have been fine, but I was like, you know what? There's no point in risking it. So hopefully. It's not related to my level of safety.
No, it's
or
not
anything
related
like that.
to you. Like I think
some of our friends though have taken like, she won't go flying with me. Well, his own wife won't even fly with him. Well, I'm not gonna go flying with him. And now,
No.
like our friends haven't been up. I don't know.
No.
All right. Well, I just wanted to, quick pop on and talk about that. Maybe soon we'll get you up there on a nice sunny VFR day. Maybe earlier in the morning, so it's the least amount of like bumpy, just on takeoff and landing too. I know you said you're not worried about the turbulence, but you know, just even on final approach for landing and stuff. So we're not like coming in and you're like, oh my God, this is what I was scared of. When really that's just summer flying. It gets really hot
Yeah.
and bumpy.
Yeah.
But maybe soon. Wish me luck, you guys. Thanks for watching.